So difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, go into rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
And welcome back again, yours truly, Anthony Parker Alexander of Keeping It Honest. We don't just keep it simple, we don't just keep it real, we keep it honest. You're the man right there. The apology. Puff Daddy, Sean Combs. We're going to have an interesting show today. How many people now believe in that apology? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? Do you think he's doing it just because he got caught with that tape? You guys saw that tape. We're not going to go into that tape again because it was pretty bad. What we're going to talk about, when Cassie made the lawsuit. Remember, as soon as she put it out there, she got paid some money. And even though they weren't supposed to talk, the cat was out of the bag, I guess you could say. And once it was out of the bag, then everybody kind of knew about it. And you're wondering, wow, what does it mean? So what we're going to do right here, got a lot of things we're going to do on this show. We have the suit that she filed. Let's start this off. Let's go all the way back to that. Because once she started it, the floodgates started opening up. Really, really crazy. Everybody started going after Diddy. And remember, when they originally had this lawsuit, okay? Lawsuit right there. When they originally had this, how many people believed it? Because there was some crazy accusations. But once that part came out not too long ago where Diddy chased her, kicked her, threw stuff at her, that was in this right here. It's in this what we're going to read. How many people, when you heard it the first time, thought it wasn't truthful? And then maybe she just kind of lied. So we're going to do that, talk about that. If you have any questions or comments, you can email yours truly. It's parkerman2011 at gmail.com, parkerman2011 at gmail.com. You can text me, leave a voice message. Our telephone number is 216-702-3718, 216-702-3718. And you saw that. Boy, what Diddy said. How many people believe him? Well, this is what Cassie said in response. Thank you for all of the love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those I have yet to meet. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now, but this is only the beginning. Now, listen to how she said this. This was interesting. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now, but this is only the beginning. Domestic violence is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. Thank you to everyone that has taken the time to take this matter seriously. My only ask is that everyone open your heart to believing victims the first time. Hmm. It takes a lot of heart to tell the truth out of a situation that you were powerless in. I offer my hand to those that are still living in fear. Reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. No one should carry this weight alone. This healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me. Thank you. Love always, Cassie. So this is interesting. So she says right here, my only ask is that everyone open your heart to believe victims the first time. So she's saying the first time somebody has a cry for help, that you believe them. I was watching a show where they took the other side of it. If a victim or supposed victim has called the cops, are you expecting the cops to take that person away before you get all the facts? And what if you find out that person who alleges an assault has lied? Because there are some out there that have lied. So when you say believe the person that first time, I think you'd have to take each situation different. So let's talk about this where it started. Cassie Ventura was in a long-term relationship with Diddy. This is from 2007 to 2018. On November 16th, 2023, she filed this lawsuit against Combs, alleging that he subjected her to a decades-long cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking. The lawsuit was filed in the federal district court in Manhattan under the Adult Survivors Act. So this was an act that was about to end, but it was a New York law which allows people who say they were victims of sexual abuse to file lawsuits after the statute of limitations has expired. So even though this was years ago, she still had a chance to file this. She claimed in the suit that the abuse began when their relationship started and that this included a 2018 rape after she tried to leave him and multiple instances of domestic violence. And that famous video that we saw was 2016. So Combs' attorney, Ben Rothman, he denied the allegations. That was interesting. He was denying all this until that tape. One day after filing the lawsuit, the parties announced that they had reached an agreement to resolve the case and did not disclose terms of the outer court settlement. So I guess she had tried to settle it with him a couple times. She wanted $30 million. Supposedly she wouldn't get it. She tried to do a book deal. So after the third or fourth time, she said, you know what, I'm going to file this. And then the next day, everything was settled out of court. Supposedly she got $30 million. So some people thought it was a buyout. And when she took the money and had this, some people like, okay, well, you're with Diddy all that time. Why are you still with him? Why don't you leave? So as we read this filing, we're going to go back because in hindsight, sometimes it's good to go back. And we're going to go back and we're going to look at some things that in those happy times, we thought it was happy times, that maybe it wasn't happy times. Very, very interesting. And then we can judge, because some people are saying, well, you know what? Maybe she was lying because we heard the story, crazy story. Okay, very crazy story. Um, but now that there's a tape out, okay, now that there's a tape out, are we going to start believing everything now? Are we going to believe what we see? So this right here, this is a Galen, 2018. Look at her. See, does she look like she's any problem, any distress? Because this is 2018. Now they broke up about 2018, but this was a time that they were still together. So let's look at this and let's see if there's any distress where you feel, well, maybe she should break away. She seems happy here.
Cassie, we got Diddy, guys. The party is starting because y'all arrived, right?
Whenever everybody just looks great. I think it's a collection.
Yeah. Head to toe, describe to me what's the inspiration behind your outfit tonight? Was it an all-white party?
I just wanted to just keep it, simple and plain, angelic, and not really try to overdo it with the theme, but just, have it be more sophisticated and more minimalistic.
That's right you are. And please tell me about your look tonight. You look amazing.
I'm wearing head to toe Tom Brown, and I just wanted to be, at my Sunday's best, suited and booted. I always wear a dress, so I wanted to try something different.
Yeah, it's just like everyday life for us.
Yeah. You angelic all the time? Final question. Is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
Keep everything right here.
So, she's right there, 2018. He asked her, is anything she wanted to confess? You wonder what's going inside of her, in the back of her mind. And she's saying, I've got a lot to confess, but maybe not right place nor right time.
Or right here.
There you go. That's how you do it, right? Y'all have an amazing time tonight. Thank you for blessing this carpet.
So that was back then, 2018, Met Gala. Wow. You never know what somebody's going through because she broke up 2018, got away from everybody, and you think maybe she's happy now because she's married, she's a husband, couple kids, life goes on. But maybe she wants to feel like I can't let him get away with this. And we all know what's happened with Diddy now. Everybody's coming after him. But let's go back, which I thought was really, really interesting, to where it all started. Okay? This case right here, I'm going to read it. And we're going to go back and listen to this case because we may have thought that it was a bunch of lies before. that now. Do you believe this? Do you believe it more now than when you did before? Because she got money. And then this came out. But then that tape came out. And now people are rereading this document again. So you think about the people that witnessed this. None of them stood up and tried to get Cassie away. So if they witnessed this, aren't they as guilty as Sean Puffy Combs? And she wasn't away. And she says she was raped. I wonder if that's the 2018 one. You're watching Keeping It Honest with yours truly, Anthony Parker Alexander. you're going to see, wow, this is what she was talking about. Maybe at the end of the video, this is what we believe. Let me. Because she's had a couple of appearances. And I'm fascinated by the ones that she has had. And you look at her, and it's like, okay, well, she seems like she's okay. And when you see her talk, you're going to be like, huh, I don't see anything wrong for now. So she was at this gala event. This is in 2017. It's real quick, but you get to look at her and you get to see, okay, she doesn't seem too bad. Met Gala 2017, she had gotten beat. That video was 2016.
You know, I had to give a nod to the
Oh
Godfather.
my God, look at you.
I had to
This
give a
is
nod
good.
to the
But
Godfather.
you're giving us a futuristic James Brown moment on the shoulders. Hardest working man in showbiz. Avant-garde. Is this your avant-garde moment?
Yeah. This is it. This is fearlessness. This is
And
bringing
you,
a little bit of drama.
wait a minute. Come up here, darling.
My avant-garde.
And bring this around so they can
This is
see.
avant-gardism.
Yes.
At its moment, nails with, what are those?
What are the
Straws.
what other side? Straws.
My God, what extra? Did you come in a truck?
Yeah, we came in a truck.
How did you pack this in a trunk? It's okay.
They stuff in the truck.
This is Rick
Oh,
Owens.
this is very cool. This
Yeah, it
is
is.
very, very,
This
very
Rick
cool.
Owens. With a
I
little,
love
little bit of
avant-garde.
Puff Daddy,
Yeah,
you know?
so cool. Always cool.
You know?
Always cool. It's
So you saw that. What did you think? She very pretty, very attractive young lady. Was she scared? I mean, she was next to him. Could she have tried to break away in between these things? And you wonder, well, why did she go to these events? And if you talk to people who've been abused and you ask them why didn't they leave, they were scared. We question that. Like I said, we question this filing because a lot of it just didn't seem real. So you saw her there. You think she should have left then? Keeping it honest. Yours truly, Anthony Parker Alexander. You saw at the top of the show, Diddy apologizing. A little bit too late now. Okay, we saw the video, disturbing video, which we're not going to show, where he hit her and everything. And that's also in this, as we continue to read it and take it in even more, because now we've seen that crazy video. If he was pursuing her, then at one point she had to stop and let him catch her. This happened and they weren't dating. 21 years old, may be very naive. How did she wind up being with him? He pursued her then, and she didn't want anything to do with it. And she cried. But let's see how the story continues. I don't want to go with him, but I don't want my record deal messed up. So that a lot of times maybe she could have said no to this, but it continues. So the more that she's agreeing and he's given that power, the more he feels he can take that power. So she's giving up, but how much of this really is important to her career? Because you look what happened down that road they went. is about Diddy taking drugs and her not saying no and being scared so it won't affect her career. But now she's taking drugs. Okay, he's getting that much of an impact on her, but then people can say you have the right, you have your own will to step away. And she's had numerous times to step away, but then she says, I'm scared because I don't know how it will affect my career. Everything was controlled by Diddy. So now they're going together. And he introduced her to a drug-filled lifestyle. That's what she says here in the papers. It wasn't her doing it on her own. It was him. And when there was no drugs, he said, you know what, Cassie? You need to get some more drugs. Whenever she was sick, he paid for her medical costs. Whenever she was sick because of drugs and experienced memory loss, he was there for her. He did everything over her. She referred to her grandfather as Pop Pop. And this is funny. She referred to her grandfather as Pop Pop, and when Diddy heard it, he said, you know what? I want that name. Wow. So she called him Pop Pop. Can have some more drugs, Pop Pop. So when it started getting violent, okay, that's when it was really bad. And a lot of people had heard about it being bad. That Jay-Z saw this. Did he say something to Diddy? Or was he one that he's used to seeing him? Or maybe he's one that does that too? Could he possibly be harming? You know her, you love her. You just can't get enough of her. His wife. Wow. And some people have said that. There are rumors. The people you hang around are somewhat like you. So that's another can of worms that people are looking into. Speaking of what looking into, you are watching yours truly, Keeping It Honest with Anthony Parker. Telephone number is 216-702-3708, 216-702-3718. You can also email yours truly. It's parkerman2011 at gmail.com, parkerman2011 at gmail.com. And we are talking about the suit that Cassidy has filed. This is an X-rated kind of paper, and I'm only going to say so much of it. You get the gist. place. And we're wondering, wow, is she having a hard time? And if Diddy's having a hard time with her, then why doesn't he just find somebody else? But oh, wait a minute. He does have other people. Wow. So when she's out there, out and about, talking to people, because she's done movies, she's sung and everything, are people noticing what's happening with her? This movie coming up that she did, was she getting beat by Diddy back then? And here's the movie. Take in what she's saying though.
Why are we friends with him? Because he's the best hoe we ever met in our life. Take us on a bet. You date a woman and see if you get attached.
I want to try something new.
No expectations.
No strings.
For the first time, I actually allowed myself
Cassie, welcome to Good Day New York.
Thank you.
So I heard you kind of turned the tables on the guys in this movie. I like the whole premise of this.
Yes, it's a little bit of a switch up, a total energy change.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what was happening in that trailer. So what set it up? Oh, big picture. The perfect match is.
I'm going to set it up for you. So Charlie Mack is this player. He doesn't fall in love. He doesn't take advantage of women, but he definitely has his time with them, and then he kind of leaves them aside.
He won't commit.
He won't commit, and
Yes.
he goes through a lot of women and makes that very clear in the beginning of the movie. And Eva my character, overhears a bet that he has with his friends to see if he can stay faithful to one girl until his friend's wedding. She overhears it and takes advantage of the opportunity to have a casual relationship, which is kind of unheard of for a girl in a movie.
What
So,
does she do that gets under his skin?
I can't say. That would be
Because
giving away
it's
too
fun.
much. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta see it tomorrow.
And it's a great cast, by the way.
It is a great
Who
cast.
else is in the
Terrence J,
Right.
Paula Patton, Lauren London, Donald Faison, Rob Riley, and Dasha Blanco. If I didn't forget anybody.
Paula Patton. That's
Yes.
Who's the-
Robin
Beautiful.
Thicke's ex.
yeah, we've seen a lot. She's terrific. Well, congratulations.
Should we see? Do we have a clip of the movie?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's watch.
Not sure that you're my type, Charlie. But I like that about you.
I'm not sure you're my type.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your type?
Fun. No expectations.
So, no strings, right?
No strings.
Well, you might be right. Maybe I'm not your type. But I want to try something new, something different. But I can't be in a relationship right now.
So what are you saying?
So I'm saying, keep your phone handy.
I think I'm supposed to frown upon this, but
I'm not. I think it's time that somebody's turned the tables on the guys. I think it's great. Go, Cassie.
you're playing a head game on him, though, right?
You know what? I think that he wants Eva thinks that she wants a casual relationship and that he wants the same thing, so that maybe they would work out, or that would work out
So
for
let
them.
me ask you, in the movie you have, I guess, some very intimate scenes.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm wondering about the boyfriend, Diddy, whether he came to the set to make sure everything was copacetic with you.
No, he actually really trusted the situation. Him and Terrence spoke beforehand because Terrence. was
Wait.
very nervous.
Wait. You date P. Diddy?
Oh wow!
I did not know this. Yeah. Hold
Yes,
the phone.
Greg.
You know,
Yes.
I typically don't talk about my private life.
Well,
but that
forgive
was-
me. They put it on the television.
They put it on the television.
Yeah. So I
okay.
mean, I don't go like really. It's your
I'll
business.
let that one go. I
So
guess.
all right.
But wait, she was telling the story that
So yeah, okay.
So-
So Terrence was a bit nervous, and I told Puff about it, and he said, "Have him give me a call." So we FaceTimed, and they had their man talk, and he said, "Make it believable, you guys. This is like going to be a great movie for you." And he's proud of us. At the end of the day,
Oh,
it's work.
the actor talked to Puff.
Yeah.
So I didn't know you call him Puff.
Yeah, Puff, Sean.
Yeah.
I think
That's
everybody
nice.
has their different names.
Well, he seems like a good guy. I met him once when he was selling Ciroc vodka.
Yes.
he brought a big jug
He's
of
a
it.
big mogul. By the way, Cassie comes from our area, Connecticut.
I'm from
Do you still have family there?
I do in New London, Connecticut.
Oh, that's
Yes.
nice. You
They
getting a
came
chance to see them while you're here?
Yeah, they came. We had a screening last night, and they came to it. It was really nice to be with them.
Oh, that's nice. All right, you can catch Cassie, The Perfect Match, tomorrow in theaters everywhere.
Yes.
So nice to meet you in
Nice
person.
to meet you as well. Thank you so much.
Say a little puff for us.
I
Yeah,
will.
text him and say we said hi.
I
Can we FaceTime him? What the heck?
Let's do it later. Yes.
Yeah, all right, cool.
He's in
I always
California.
wanted to hang with him.
All right, there is a new.
So there you go. Back then, how did Cassie look? She looked relaxed, kind of, but she was in the middle of Puff then. And from what I've been reading to you guys, she was having some bad times, trying to break away. But as she's trying to break away, she's still doing her appearances. Some people don't feel sorry for her. Some people do. Let me know. Was it understandable that she was still getting out and about, making movies? And that's interesting how much of that movie was something that she really wanted to be. What was the turning point that made her break away? Well, as we're continuing to read this, well, maybe she's lying. So again, she had fell asleep. This is 2016. He had fell asleep. So when he fell asleep, she tried to leave. He woke up, followed her to the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. He grabbed her arm, and then he took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her, causing glass to crash around them as he ran to the elevator to escape. So she managed to get to the elevator. And when she got to the lobby, she quickly took a cab to their apartment. So this one, she was able to get away. So she returned to the apartment with the intentions of telling him, I'm sorry. But he did not like it. He beat her and he threw glass at her in the hotel hallway. So after this, she kind of said, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going home to Constac. I'm going to stay there. And they told her, look, If you don't come back, your single's not going to be released. So, of course, she came back. When did she stop coming back? Okay. Well, 2017 and 2018, excuse me, he raped her. He abused her. She recognized that if she kept staying with him, she would never be able to have a successful career or even be physically and mentally safe. So it took that. In September 2018, she joined Mr. Combs for dinner at an Italian restaurant in California for what she believed would be a discussion about concluding their relationship for good. After dinner, he returned her to her home, which was paid for by Combs. He forced himself into her apartment and tried to kiss her. He pulled off her clothing. And soon after this, she just said enough is enough. So she said that through all this, it's caused her mental anguish, spiritual life, and physical abuse. So it took her years to get away. And she got away, which was good. When this Defendant Act came up, she decided that, okay, I'm going to speak out. And I'm going to let them know what Diddy did. And she did do that. She spoke out. She put together this, but I said before, when she put together this, which I thought was so interesting, okay, her attorney was for it, but these people said this was enough. He tweeted this in a statement on December 6th after facing a total of 5 lawsuits. For the last couple of weeks, he says, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. He pointed fingers at victims, saying they were looking for a quick payday. So now he kept saying everything was a lie. And after that tape was released, now you're apologizing. Okay. He did give Cassie money. So because of this, are you going to be giving other people money? And now because you've seen this, do you believe it? Do you believe she told the truth? Do you believe maybe she could have did it another way, maybe not ask for money? What do you think? But when she did do this, she did open up a can of worms. Because now everybody's coming out of woodwork. Men are coming out. Women are coming out. But is she happy now? Is she happy now? Well, let's talk about the happiness. She married Alex Fine. Okay. And they've been together since 2018. So when she broke up with Diddy, she got with Mr. Fine. So she broke up with Diddy, met him. So he's a wellness consultant. And she met him at a gym. They started dating 2018 and made it official in December of that year. That was 2 months after her split with Diddy in October of that year. Maybe some people said it was too quick. So June 19, just a few months after their launch, they found out that they were pregnant with their first child. Wow, that's kind of quick. She announced the news with a simple Instagram post. She likes being on social media. Can't wait to meet our baby girl, she says. In August 2019, Alex asked Cassie to marry her with a cowboy-themed proposal in August 2019. He was dressed as a professional bull rider because he's also a professional bull rider, and he had a cowboy hat, rode a horse up to his lady before popping the big question. Wow. So she said, when we got down on one knee, everything just stopped. I felt like I lost my sense of hearing. I saw just his mouth moving, and he said, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I will never forget how special he made me feel. Wow. September 2019. They got married. She said, I felt really relaxed during the ceremony. As soon as I saw Alex, wow, any nerves that I did went away, and I just couldn't stop smiling. They had their first child December 2019, and they posted a picture. And number 2 posted a picture on Instagram to share the news. Wow. Baby Sunny is the name, was born March 21st. She said life has been happening so quickly. They celebrated their 4th-year wedding anniversary. They've been married 4 years after this Diddy thing. So people say, why continue? And does her husband support her? Well, he does support her. He posted a picture from their wedding day showing how much he supported her. So people are wondering, okay, well, what kind of happy life is she having now? Is she having a happy life? And then why pursue the Diddy thing? Well, kind of like what she said. Thank you for all the love and support from my family. This is only the beginning. Domestic violence is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. Yes, she's recovering from her past. But one thing we want her to remember is a great future that she has. And that future has begun 4 years ago when the nightmares of her past ended. This is Cassie wedding. And look how happy she is. She's showing you that no matter what happens in your life, that you can be happy. Yes, she struggled. She went through heartache. She went through pain. But now she come out on the other end. She never thought she would ever have. Children, a husband, and love. And this is probably all that she really wanted, which was good. So, watching, keeping it honest, yours truly, Anthony Parker Alexander, as we talk about the past and present, and Diddy, and the good things that have happened in her life. Questions, comments? You can email yours truly, parkerman2011 at gmail.com. Again, parkerman2011 at gmail.com. Who says that there aren't happy endings? Telephone number 216-702-3718. 216-702-3718. Isn't that beautiful? Cassie and Alex. And isn't that how life should be remembered? For the good things. And that was a good thing. Man. Tell your friends. Stay tuned for our shows as we try to do things with a Parker twist. Try to get a left side, we try to get a right side at the end. Hopefully you will decide. Like she said, trauma, it has no timetable. People saying she was in it for the money. Well, you saw the papers and you heard the story. So she got money out of it. And that's something, should people get money out of something so traumatic? Some people say yes. She was telling the truth. Paper trail. What's next for Diddy? Well, he's going to have to continue to face reality. And you do not want to be in his shoes. Some people say he's got money, he'll get away with it. Other people say the roosters are coming. Come on home, Diddy. Come on home. Thank you again for supporting our show. you can go to our Patreon page, and that's like a fundraising page. Keeps us going. Type in Keeping It Honest, yours truly, Anthony Parker Alexander. And there's 3 tiers that you can go on to keep our show going. And it's kind of like I tell people, PBS, where they have quality programs and people kind of contribute money to keep it going. We'd like you to do that too if you can. Join our family, Keeping It Honest family. We don't just keep it simple. We don't just keep it real. We keep it honest. And again, hopefully now you will go back to the paper where it all started, the filing of the Diddy charges, and see that, well, you know what? Are you going to look at Diddy the same now? Because no matter if he says people are in it for the money, you saw what he did. And once you see that, I guess there's no turning back from that. You just pray for his heart and soul. And you pray for Cassie's and her family. And if anybody out there that's going through a crazy relationship, a sexual relationship abuse, try to find some help. Try to talk to somebody. We're here for you. Use Cassie as a role model because she could be you. And if she's you, as she got out and experiencing a great life, so can you. Something to think about. I'm Anthony Parker Alexander. Keep your head up, never look down, always believe in yourself, and therein will lie your answer. We don't just keep it simple. We don't just keep it honest. We don't just keep it real. We keep it honest. I'm Anthony Parker. And yes, we can keep it honest twice. God bless.